see, look who's asking about it too. Allah will manifest. What degrees you up to now, man? You been studying culture degree in the 1 to 14. Wasn't you on the culture degree in the 1 to 14 the last time I seen you? You was on the understanding degree. But that was months ago. That was at least a month ago. At the least. But I want to say at least, I haven't seen you in a month and a half, 2 months. So what's going on? Why you stalled out on the culture degree? Yeah, but see, that's why you can't be jumping around. Or you shouldn't be jumping around, because exactly it's enough, it takes enough time, enough energy, you know what I'm saying, enough everything for you to learn 120. By itself. So then when you taking all this extra time to study all these other things, you know what I'm saying, read all these other books, go into all these other philosophies. I mean, when you say you didn't stall out, but when you only moved 1 degree in a month, see, especially when you get into it with everybody, like you don't even have time to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, coming on here and you going back and forth with different people. You know what I'm saying? What's today's degree in the alphabet? What's today's degree in the alphabet? Right. Now, it's self as savior, which means you got to save yourself first before you can save others. So say not to say that a lot of these complex conversations that you get into with other people about what they doing and what they about and all this stuff, you understand what I'm saying? You really need to be doing your thing, which is studying your lessons, Not like that's going to make you God, but complete that cipher, right? So that you can move on to other, advanced levels of understanding. You know what I'm saying? But first, you need to be concerned with getting your own knowledge on point. You see what I mean? Because just like I said, you don't want to get caught up, right? And always wanting to be understood more than you want to have understanding. You don't want to get caught up in always doing the wisdom more than you doing the knowledge. See, really, that adds up to the same thing. When you always want to be understood, then you always want to be wisdom. You always want to be trying to explain to people that, you don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. No, I'm saying this. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this. I'm saying that. See, that's what you get caught up in. Whereas when you seek to understand it, you say, all right, hold on, let me hear you out and hear what you got to say. So just in general, you know what I'm saying? Just finish your studies. You know what I'm saying? Because see, like I always say, man, this right here, what is about to come down the pipe, you know what I'm saying? how some people are going to be able to take advantage of this situation, right? For their benefit, socially, politically, and economically, that's based on knowledge. And they're going to be able to take advantage because they've completed their studies in whatever fields of endeavor, right, that it's going to take for them to take advantage of that $1 trillion that they put out there, you know what I'm saying, and of the weakness and the pain that certain people is in because the stock market crashed. And that's just one example of why you need to be on point. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, there's the proverbial worm is out there. And see, one way to make yourself the early bird is to deal with your studies. You see what I mean? Where you already have that stuff studied, you already got it on cap. So, right now, we locked in for a while. You know what I'm saying? That should make it a little easier on you, to be able to get a couple more of them on cap. While the baby is home, they got their studies to go through, you got your studies to go through. You see what I mean? And that's only going to encourage them when they see that you studying, when they see that you studying, then it's going to encourage them to say, oh man, this is life, this is how it is. They still at the age where they look up to you, so this is the stuff, you putting them in an environment where that thing is going to be nurtured and it's going to come out of them more and more. So in the very near future, I'm expecting that number to go from the 1 to 14 to the 1 to 40. Because you don't have any issues, with like intelligence in terms of learning. You very articulate. So the intelligence is there. It's the focus. What you said, if not, then what? What's that about? So now that we in agreement, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the culture degree. That that slows down the best of us. Even the best of us have to slow down. You know what I'm saying? When we hit that culture degree, when we hit that born degree in the 1 to 14, that takes us a day or two, maybe 3, maybe even 4. But remember, you also got degrees in there like, have you not heard that your word is bond? Right? Have you not heard that your word shall be born regardless of whom or what? Right? That's one line. What does it mean to M4I? So, we saying at least by the first week, at least by the second week, what's this, March, is by the second week in April, you should be looking at, we should be raising that number up to the 1 to 40. But what you said is not in your heart. What does that one mean? Well, I'll let you consider that. You know what I mean? At any rate, like I said, it's that time. You know what I'm saying? Let me get in here. I'm going to edit this other video from earlier and upload that. And I didn't check the Facebook today, too. I don't even know if anybody on the Facebook side. I didn't check to see if I got any comments on Facebook. No, nobody was talking on Facebook. We good. Yeah, I am out. I just stopped to tell you that one last thing. No, that's not crazy, God, Cypher Divine. That's called practice. See, when you get to the build degree now in the 1 to 40, you know, and then you get to the wisdom build degree, now you have the experience. You know what I'm saying? That's the science of learning. You've learned something about yourself in the mix of this. You know what I mean? About your ability to learn that you didn't know when you hit the coaching degree. Then after you got that on cap, you understand what I'm saying? Now you knew the science, now the born degree came in easier. The build degree is going to come in easier. The wisdom build degree is going to come in easier. And on throughout. You know what I'm saying? The brain is not the same kind of mechanism as muscle tissue, but it works the same in terms of elasticity. You know what I mean? The way you're able to develop it through practice and activity. So you could build your body up from practice and activity of using it. You could build your brain up through practice and activity of using it too. Just like you could let it atrophy down by dumbing everything around you down. But yeah, like I said, this is a good place to end right here, you know, because we've been all over it, talking about the worldly events, but we came back to, you know, dealing with the supreme mathematics. So like I said, I am going to check y'all tomorrow. Yeah, state of the art, yeah, you need to be reminded of the Medina method. I mean the Brownsville method. But yeah, that was a good that was a good segue right there. You that was good that you had that on point. Yeah, the Medina method would be great for you. wisdom bill took a little while to cap. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it happens to the best. But it becomes easier. Like, when I first saw the 120, it seemed like insurmountable. Like, I really, at first I was like, yo, people really got this whole thing on cap? Then as I got into the mix of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I finished the 1 in 14, I realized, like, yo, that's like half of it. All right, Stater. All right. I don't know what you're talking about now. I'm gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying? Just, in order to participate with what we doing at the fullest degree, right? In order to participate with what we doing at the fullest degree, you need to have your lessons on cap. In order for you to be able to participate in, if you want to teach your children and all these type of things, you need to have it on cap. Because if they don't see you with it on cap, why would they put it on cap? See, because a lot of times when you get into it with people on here, what you start doing? You start asking them how they see the degrees. You ask them, yo, how you see this degree? How you see that degree? So see, you can't be the one that you asking everybody else how they see this degree and how they see that degree, and you don't know your own degrees. Magnetic said, how come we don't deal with the problem book? I mean, why would we deal with the problem book? The initial answer, you know what I'm saying, is because we don't have problems. You know what I'm saying? We have supreme mathematics, that's the problem solver. Now, from my experience of reading it, I don't see, what else in there I would have really, what in there would have helped me to elevate. I saw it a couple times. But for me in general, part of, see, when you come into the knowledge, people know who you are. A lot of people don't like for people to be able to analyze them. Allah Magnetic said, all right, now you want to get interesting. You said Allah got supreme math and alphabet through the 13th degree in that book? Where you get this from? And what is the 13th degree in that book? It also speaks about the black man in a mathematical way. Then how come all the people who study it don't speak about the black man in a mathematical way? Like, if that's what it's teaching, then why are all the students of it speaking about it in another way? Where's all the brothers at? See, we ain't got the NOI brothers in here right now. they know this stuff. I don't, because that's what I was getting ready to say. My particular teachings. When the brothers seen who I was and how I was. See, I was told, don't even be on the block where the Muslims at. Don't go over there no more. Nah. What's the 13th problem? See, you can't say it on this international podcast right here and then explain it in private. Yeah, but you saying they deal with a mystery God, and the problem book is their teachings. So that's why I said, why would I think that their teachings would lead to supreme understanding? Because remember, their teachings are wisdom, knowledge. See, that's why I told you got to join the Allah's Fruit page. When I go live on there, you can talk. But, I just want to know, this 13th problem, what is it, right? And how did Allah get supreme mathematics from there? No. I ain't saying that you disputing 120. I'm just saying, how did supreme mathematics, what is the 13th problem, and how did supreme mathematics come from? Why don't you just tell me what it is? Like, you could just type right here what it is. Like, is it complicated? Like, is it more like when, the knowledge degree is who's the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man and make it on the cream of the planet Earth, father, civilization, and God of the universe. Like, what is the 13th problem, and how does it pertain to supreme mathematics? Nah. I don't like that. When you make a public statement, right, on the show, you make a factual statement that the supreme mathematics comes from the problem book, in specific, the 13th problem. then you can't explain it now in private. See, because listen, y'all do that. Y'all hit me up, right? And say, yeah, guy, we heard you say this on a live, one time. Yeah, what you meant by that? See, hold on. See, that's what I said. I keep forgetting that I got Google right here. Let me see if I can Google it. What's this? 13th. What do you call it? 13th problem? Is it the 13th problem in the problem book? See, I keep forgetting too. Is the problem book in the Supreme Wisdom, or is the Supreme Wisdom in the problem book? All right, so here we got something here. It says problem number 13, 1B, the greatest desire of your brother and teachers. So the problem book is in the Supreme Wisdom. See, I don't be knowing about this Muslim stuff, man, because I told you I was, my teachings, that was for me. Other brothers was told to go over there. What was told to me? Stay away from over there. Problem number 13. After learning mathematics, which is Islam, and Islam is mathematics, it stands true. You can always prove it at no limit of time. Then you must learn to use it and secure some benefit while you are living. That is luxury, money, good homes, friendship, and all walks of life. Sit yourself in heaven at once. That is the greatest desire of your brothers and sisters. Now you must speak the language so you can use your mathematical theology in the proper term. Otherwise, you will not be successful unless you do speak well, for she knows all about you. Who's she? The Secretary of Islam offers a reward to the best and neatest worker of this problem. There are 26 letters in the language, and if a student learns one letter per day, then how long would it take him to learn the 26 letters? There are 10 numbers in the mathematical language. Then how long will it take a student to learn the whole 10 numbers at the above rate? The average man speaks 400 words, considered well. All right, I don't see it. Like, I've heard all this before, I know specifically where it came from, but I knew mathematics is Islam is mathematics. I seen this line before about achieving luxury, you know what I'm saying? Now I can see what you're saying in terms of him saying that, mathematics is a language, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. But I mean, this appears to be quite a stretch. Like, where's knowledge? Where's wisdom? Where's understanding? Where's culture of freedom? Where's all the elements that we deal with at Supreme Mathematics? Like, not for nothing, I learned it was 26 letters in the alphabet and 10 primary numbers in the devil's education too. Judging by what you said and what I'm reading right here, it sounds like that's the type of, Muslims probably walk around saying that's where he got it from. But I mean, this is what I'm saying. I don't, did I miss something here that some other people in the group was able to see? Like I'm saying, like magnetic. Was that something that you heard somebody say before, or that was something that you showed and proved for yourself before? All right. You saying Allah answered that correctly with Supreme Alphabet and Supreme Mathematics? I mean, there's not a question here. So you saying that this was a problem? Maybe I don't understand the Muslim context. Are you saying that this was a problem that was given to the people so that they would come up with Supreme Mathematics and Supreme Alphabet? And that Allah was the one that broke that code? Because the way I got it, Allah got the knowledge from the knowledge degree in the 1 and 10. That's what started making him realize. That whoever they was talking about had to be him, because of this description of who is the original man. But it took him some time. To accept it. I heard these type of things before. Allah got this and that. I mean, like I said, I can see that concept. You know what I'm saying? Of you saying that here they're definitely telling you that the foundation of all things is Supreme Mathematics and Supreme Alphabet. That you know how to speak your language well, right? Through Supreme Mathematics and Supreme Alphabet, you know what I mean? I can see that expressed right there. And if everybody takes notice, if you notice, even that's presented wisdom knowledge. Because first it tell you about the Supreme Alphabet, and then it tell you about the Supreme Mathematics. Which is another reason why we don't deal with the problem book. Because the problem book is wisdom and knowledge. And we deal with knowledge and wisdom. Right. Now you look, that's what I'm saying. Allah already took the best part of the problem book and gave it to us. So why would we study the problem book? Oh, the point that mathematics and alphabet is the foundation? Because see, remember, the NOI had mathematics. They had a mathematics back then, but it only went from 1 to 7. I mean, listen, I got a video. I'm gonna refer to you. I'm gonna refer you to in my catalog. If you go back, I got a video about Elijah's teachings. And why, I think it's called "Should 120 Lessons Be Changed?" If you look in my catalog, in fact, I don't even think you gotta look far because I'm pretty sure that's my most watched video. If you look in the window of my most watched videos, you see that one, where I speak on, how accurate Elijah was with what he said. The thing is that, a lot of things is great until something greater is manifested. So like I tell people, look, we condemn the Masonic people now, but in their time, they was the ones that was educating people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look down on the fraternities and all that, but that at one time was the only way for a black man to get the education, right? To get the luxury to speak the mathematics and the alphabet that they needed to speak well in order to do something for their people and their family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that we look up to in different walks of life, California governor issues statewide stay-at-home order. Whoa! Y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Ooh. Y'all in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But, dealing with, getting back to what I'm saying, Elijah's teaching is accurate. And like I said, you can't, when it's somebody's held responsible for what they know, you can't hold people 100 years ago, 150, 200 years ago responsible for the things that we've grown to know now. And the reason why we know it is because those brothers did what they did and went through what they went through. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, at that time, they was the ones who was educating the youth. Like, if we saying that, okay, and all this Masonic stuff or whatever, they know the black man is God, right? Listen, we not out there on the streets at that time. We was just discussing how, we talking about the early 1900s, 1905, 1906, 1900. You understand what I'm saying? So if we talking about that time, then the gods is not there yet. We not manifesting on the streets. So how you going to condemn people for going into the only way that they was going to be educated at that time? See, when they say we stand on the shoulders of giants, man, that means that we learn from their mistakes and we benefited from their achievements. And it's the mistakes and the achievement is the person. See, just like something I was saying earlier, like, yo, when you want to say, Malcolm X is boule, or listen, man, that could be true. That ain't going to take away from what he did. Unless you could show me that somehow he was somewhere doing something to deliberately subvert the original people. Like, for everything he was doing over here to help, he was doing two things over here to hurt. All right, now we talking. But if you just telling me that, okay, he went through what people was doing at that time to get the knowledge of themselves. So that's the same science with the problem book. You know what I'm saying? Where, yeah, the problem book got a lot of information in it. You know, just like, look, the mosque. You know, we could look at the mosque the same way. That's how the Muslims see it. That we all need to come home to the mosque, right? Why don't we deal with the mosque? Because that's where Allah got the knowledge that he was God from. But it don't work that way. See, we had a step to take that they wasn't ready to take. So that's why we got all our own stuff. Let me break this live up. Because this last part was very good. I like this last part that we got into, and it's kind of unrelated to the first part. So I'm going to break this up. But now that we got that out the way, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, come on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, on the Instagram, I could punch you in, you know what I'm saying, where we could talk face to face and all that. It's more like an interview format over there. You know, an interview format is more possible over there. I was on there earlier today, but that was before I got big time. You know, before I was a big YouTuber. Before I was a big YouTuber with 667 subscribers. But so yeah, I'm gonna be uploading. You know what I'm saying? Check out the jump offs that I upload right here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.